Hey everyone, how's it going? Zach Butler YGO back again with another deck profile. Duelist Nexus is here, and to celebrate, I wanted to show a deck that I enjoy quite a bit, which is Adventure Synchron. This is very heavily based off of 037 Wolf's deck lists that he's posted over the course of the last few months especially. But Synchrons are like this. The Synchron deck is just something I enjoy a lot, so getting to play it with the adventure cards, which I also like a lot, is something I'm very excited to get to do. And yeah, I thought I'd show you guys kind of just where I'm at as a start. As always, if you enjoy this kind of content, let me know with a comment and a like. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be doing a lot more uploads now that the new set is here, and it's a little bit more exciting than the Cyberstorm Access format, which I kind of got burnt out in. So that's good. If we get this to, let's say, 50 likes, I'll go ahead and do a couple of combos and some test hands like I always do. I know everyone enjoys those videos a lot, and I really enjoy them, and I especially enjoy getting to do the discussion with you down in the comments and maybe learn some stuff that I didn't think about beforehand. So I'll go ahead and start off the deck with the Adventure Engine first. And we have, of course, 3 Water Enchantress of the Temple, 3 Rite of Aramesir. The cool part about this is that you're actually using these more just as bodies than as like end field components like they were in previous adventure decks. And you have your 1 Griffin Rider, your 1 Fateful Adventure, Dracoback the Rideable Dragon, and for an honorary adventure card you have Foolish Burial, giving you 4 extra copies Rite of Aramesir. But what's really cool here is if you draw any 2 of these, like if you draw Rite and Water Enchantress along with a tuner, or Rite and Griffin and a tuner, or just even Rite, you can search any of these and you get 2 bodies, and it's just really cool. I like this a lot in this kind of deck. Then for the Synchrons, this is kind of like the biggest engine in the deck. We've got, for the Synchrons themselves, 2 Jet Synchrons, 2 Assault Synchrons, 2 of the new Revolution Synchron, and then 2 Stardust Synchron. So I like the 2-2-2-2 split. I was considering playing 3 and 3, but I felt like I was drawing them too often. Because you also have your tunings and things like that, which are right here, of course. So you just get access to them quite easily. For those that don't know what Revolution Synchron does, it's like Microcoder and all of the Code Talker monsters, where if you go to do a Synchro Summon, you can actually use this as your in-hand. You can use this from in-hand as a tuner, which is pretty great. So that means you don't have to wait to have an extra body in the field. And then if it's in the graveyard, you can mill 1 card, special summon this, and treat it as a level 1 tuner, and then it's banished when it leaves the field. So that gives you 2 bodies. Jet Synchron, we all know what that does. Assault Synchron, if you've been on my channel recently, you know what that does. Stardust Synchron's a really cool one. It's able to be special summoned from the hand or grave by tributing a monster, and then on summon it searches for a Stardust spell. The only one that I play is Stardust Illumination. This is Foolish Burial for Stardust monsters, or if you control a Stardust Dragon, you can special summon the monster instead, and I play Stardust Trail to go with that. Stardust Trail is just a really cool extender in this kind of deck. It's I was playing it in a Bestial deck before this new set came out. It's really cool because I would use this as just a dragon monster, so you could link it into Striker Dragon. There was a couple hands where I drew this and like tuning, or this and Stardust Synchron. I could normal summon this, make Striker Dragon, tribute it for Stardust Synchron, and go off from there. That doesn't happen in this deck because this is all synchros. But if this is used to synchro summon a Stardust monster, a Stardust monster, Warrior monster, or Synchron monster, you actually get a level 1 Stardust token, which is pretty cool. And there's some really cool combos with that as well. And then the last part of like the Synchron engine would be the Synchro Overtakes. This is just to summon Jet Synchron. You want to bypass your normal summon as much as you can. And then 1 copy of 1 for 1 as well. Again, just to bypass the normal summon. The only extender that I play that isn't part of one of those 2 engines actually is 3 Reborn Tengu. I really like this card in this deck a lot, just giving you additional bodies. This was a mainstay of the Tengu plant deck back in 2011, so getting to play this again is pretty awesome. And it's also just a good way to force out negations and interactions, because it's just whenever it leaves the field, as long as it isn't going back to the deck, it can summon another copy. So if they bounce it, or they attack over it, even if you have to set this, you can at least get 2 defenses out of that, which is pretty cool. And then for non-engine, I play 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 3 Book of Moon, 2 Triple Tactics Talent, and 1 Call by the Grave, as well as 3 Infinite Impermanence. So there's 12 non-engine slots and 42, which is, that's fine. I'm not sure necessarily if going over 40 in this deck is necessarily correct. I know that you get to have a lot more versatility if you increase the ceiling by going up, 41, 42, 45 even. You can go all the way up to 60 and be totally fine. But I wanted to try to keep it as compact as I could to make sure that I'm seeing my non-engine as much as I can, because this, I think, is one of the reasons that this deck could see success, is that you're able to play a decent amount of non-engine, and because of cards like TG Hyper Librarian, you can actually just draw them so often that you can really punish your opponent for having to play through that much non-engine. And I also like just turning a combo deck like this into more of a mid-range strategy where I get to combo a little bit, do an okay field, nothing too crazy, and then they break it, but they have to break it through negations and cards like hand traps and stuff like that. So that was the main deck. For the extra deck, we've got one Baronne de Fleur, Bestial Dispotter, Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, and regular Stardust Dragon, Cyframe Lord Omega, Crystal Wings Synchro Dragon. Generally in your combo, you want to end with these 3 on the field, and then this having been banished twice to hand loop for 2, unless you drew talents, in which you can rip a 3rd card, which is pretty cool. Black Rose Dragon and Ancient Fairy Dragon for level 7 synchros. Black Rose Dragon is really good when you're going second, obviously, but Ancient Fairy Dragon is a card I like a lot going first. It makes it so drawing Revolution Synchron plus pretty much anything can just do your full combo and continue to extend, which is pretty awesome. And if they play field spells, you can pop them. And you've got Stardust Charge Warrior, Jet Warrior, which is really just there to be the Synchro Overtake target, because you'll notice none of these require a specific tuner except for Jet Warrior, which requires Jet Synchron, but its effects do come up where it can bounce and then special summon itself back. And then Junk Speeder, this is kind of like the big choke point of the deck. Excel Synchron, TG Hyper Librarian, and then I'm still playing Heraldry Arclight and Formula Synchron. Not totally sure if I want to keep playing these cards, but I liked it a lot so far, and this is just my very first run-of-the-mill build, so we'll see how it goes. If you have been trying these kinds of decks out, let me know down below what you've been seeing success with. I know I want to try stuff with Crimson Dragon, and I would like to maybe try to find a way to do Majestic Shooting Star Dragon like I did in my Bestial deck with Stardust Synchron, so we'll see how that goes. But let me know down below what you guys have been enjoying, and until next time, have a wonderful day.